usually like to start these videos off with a nice montage, like so. Okay, stop, cut it. But that wouldn't be honest. When it comes to New World, I feel like this would be a more accurate representation of the game. Amazon Game Studios recently released their open beta for the upcoming New World Aeternum, and having gotten the chance to play it, one thing has been made exceedingly clear to me. They have no intentions of actually fixing the game. From the minor audio and graphical hiccups to the major game-breaking bugs, as well as extremely long load times, random crashes, misleading marketing, and the mistreatment of their player base. Never have I seen a game brimming with so much potential be so thoroughly sabotaged by its creators. And I get that this is only the beta. The full game isn't out yet. However, given AGS's track record, and considering that launch is less than a month away by this point, I think it's a safe assumption that we've pretty much played the final product. It doesn't stop there either, because the story is exactly the same. Oh, they've shifted some assets around and given the locations a fresh coat of paint. They even added a couple of new characters, but I assure you, it's very much the New World that you remember. Bottom line, if you've played the story at launch 3 years ago, then you aren't missing out on anything. This also means that it's hard to recommend the game for its expansion too, since you would have to drudge through all of that again just to get to its content. Considering that nearly all of the same problems that existed at launch are still present, I am 100% comfortable in not recommending this game. But before we reach for our beer, some closing thoughts. There was a time when game companies saw us as customers, whose time and money they needed to compete with each other for. And we got some great products from that competition. The 2600, the NES, the Genesis, the Super NES, the Saturn, the PlayStation, and the N64, as well as hidden gems such as the Master System, the TurboGrafx 16, and the Neo Geo. Then came what was debatably the greatest console generation, where we got the Dreamcast, the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and the original Xbox. Even the first part of the 7th generation was amazing because the PlayStation 3, Wii, and Xbox 360 allowed us to start gaming in high definition. Well, mostly. However, it was towards the end of this generation where companies started viewing us not as customers, but as mindless consumers, on the lookout for our next shot of dopamine. Game studios started putting less work into their products and started selling them for more money. Or what they would do is create a free-to-play model, but monetize the hell out of it. Or a pay-to-win model, if you will. I made this video for 2 reasons. 1, to warn people away from New World, and 2, to showcase why I continue to slip further and further away from modern gaming, which is something I actually encourage all gamers to do. I'm talking fully embracing retro gaming. Speaking of which, next month we're going back to old school for All Hallows Eve. I'll see you then. Cheers.